What's up, guys? Dan Caskey, Rescue Man Barbecue, coming to you from Summerville, South Carolina. It's April 2020 and life's a little different. Normally I'd be talking to you about the barbecue glazed ham that we're selling and helping people out with, but this is going to be a little bit different year. Obviously things have changed. People are doing things a little different, and this year, instead of cooking for everybody, hanging out with a bunch of friends, I'm actually going to be working in the emergency room and filling in a shift so someone else could be home with their family. So we're doing that a little different this year, but what I'm going to do is demystify some of the facts about cooking one of these beautiful hams. You can see here, you know, this is our, boom, yeah, that's our beautiful double smoked, double glazed ham there. And that's what we're headed towards. So this is a Publix semi-boneless ham. Let's see if we can get a shot of that there. Boom. Coming in maybe too far. There it is. All right, so this is pretty simple to pick up. They're on sale right now. And so, boom. So they're 99 cents a pound. This is a 6-pounder. Feed anywhere from 8 to 12 people, and at an 8-ounce portion. Again, it's got a little bone in it. That's why it's semi-boneless. You can see as this would sit up. Here's the round of the ham. They've cut it in half. Now this piece of meat right here, as it stands, is like lunch meat. It's ham. It is fully cooked. So what they did is they took the ham, they put it in a smokehouse, a steam house, and they smoked it and steamed it until the meat was cooked. That's why you get this appearance. This is not a green ham, as they would say. You notice it's not white. It's got that smoked color to it, but it's also in the refrigerator section, so it's not a cured ham, where they cure it in heavy salt, or a city ham, as they might call it. So different types of ham. Now you could get a fresh ham and smoke it to this point on your own, okay? But this is a heck of a lot easier. So we have a Publix ham, and this is, right now it's smoked. It's cold. We're going to have it in the fridge. What we recommend that you do with this guy is we're going to double smoke it and barbecue glaze it. It's going to be amazing. It'll feel like you worked for hours, but it only takes a little bit of work, and it's amazing. Okay, I might be putting myself out of a job here because next year you won't be calling me to do it. Listen, if you know a friend who's a caterer or a barbecue guy that is selling these this year, and maybe you don't want to make yours, but you can support him and his family since they've been shut down, maybe look them up, maybe buy one from them, maybe buy one and drop it off at a fire station or for a nurse this year. That would be an amazing thing that you could do. All right, so we're going to take this Publix ham. I'm not going to do it tonight to demo, but we're going to take it out of the package. As you can see here, what we're doing is we want to go ahead and put some slits in it. So I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to come across this at an angle, just through the skin. We're just piercing the skin a little bit, okay? It's out of the packaging. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to season this with Gentry's Barbecue Ham Bone. This is amazing seasoning. And what this seasoning has in it here, it has all the things that remind you of Easter and Christmas. It's got the cinnamon, the allspice, the paprika. It does have a little bit of heat to balance that out, and I think you're really going to like that. So this is what we use, ham bone, available at the Coaster Cupboard. I have some here. Message me. You can certainly get it from gentrysbarbecue.com. They'll mail it to you. We're going to make it a little barbecue-y, so we want a little barbecue flavor to it. So this is our favorite barbecue rub. This is the Smokestack Simple all-purpose barbecue rub. You're going to love it. Same thing, Gentry's product. That's family for me, and I love the products. They work great for this. So we're going to take this ham. I use cheap yellow mustard. Just get you some mustard. We're going to smear that over the ham, and it's just going to make this ham bone stick to it, okay? So I've got my ham. I brought it out of the fridge, cut a couple slits across it, rubbed some mustard, put the ham bone on it very generously, maybe added a nice coating of this barbecue rub to add some sugars to it, additionally in that barbecue look. Now I'm going to put it on a barbecue grill. Now, any kind of smoker that you have, if you have a ceramic cooker, if you have even a Weber charcoal grill we can do this on, maybe you have a WSM or an offset smoker or even a propane grill. What we want to do is set up for indirect smoking. So we don't want any flame directly hitting the bottom of this ham, otherwise we're going to burn this up. So you can even put a plate down there or a water pan to divert the heat. So we want indirect cooking, about 225 to 250 degrees. Now we're going to slowly bring this up to temperature by putting it to the smoke. I recommend that you use a hickory with some fruit. Now I'm a big fan of cherry wood on this. It goes really good with the barbecue glaze that we're going to do, but you can use whatever fruit wood you want to finish with. So if you have apple or something like that, that would work too. But it'd be really, really good with hickory and cherry. Now that's going to take you about 2.5 hours, depending on the size of your ham and depending on the efficiency of your grill. If you're in ceramic, it might even come up a little bit faster. Again, indirect, 225 to 250 degrees until we get an internal temperature of 145 degrees. Remember, we're just reheating this to food safe. We are not going to overcook this thing. We don't want to dry it out. There's already moisture that's gone down. It's already been smoked. We simply want to amp the flavor, amp the smoke. All right, so we've brought it up internal temperature 145. That means we've poured the smoke on. Now it's time to barbecue glaze this thing. I personally would take it off the grill and turn my grill heat up nice and high. Try to get it in the 325 to 350 degrees area, because that's when we're gonna kick on this bad boy. This is the Gentry's barbecue. Can you see this? I know my light is horrible here, guys. I was gonna do this earlier, but as you can see, I experienced some technical difficulties with the stream. This is Tennis Sweet. This is a Memphis style or a sweet style barbecue sauce. We use it on our award-winning ribs. It is amazing. So this is a candy that we're putting on top of this, on top of this ham. It's going to be amazing. So you're going to crank the grill up to 325, 350 degrees. And still going to be indirect, right? Because we're simply caramelizing the sugars. We're going to take this big, beautiful bottle of barbecue glaze and just kind of drizzle it over the top. Let it drain down like you would a ham glaze, and then we're going to put it back on the cooker for about 10 minutes. Want to start to get that tackiness. You might need 15 if you're in a lower temperature. If you're in ceramic, you certainly won't need more than 10. In that dry heat environment, you can kind of have to see how it does. We just want to caramelize, start to get those sugars to crystallize and get a little tacky to the finger. We don't want to burn it by any means, okay? So about 10 or 15 minutes, we're going to get that sucker glazed, and then it's going to come right off. I'm going to put a video here in the comments and link to Gentry's Barbecue, Chris, who's selling them. If you're in Orlando and watching this, go get one from Chris, and he'll hook you up for sure. But these are amazing. It's going to be delicious when you put this barbecue glaze on it. Of course, you could sub it out for some other ingredients, but why would you, right? So the key here is we're going to use a product that we can get our hold of, 99 cents a pound at Publix right now. This is thawed out, right? If you want to buy 3, 4, throw them in the freezer. They thaw out, and for this purpose really, really well. So that's a great tip for you, money-saving idea. Again, this is fully cooked. So if you wanted to cut this in half and do a portion of it, that would be fine. Again, we're double smoking it by putting that second layer of smoke and that you just don't find in the traditional ham from Smithfield's or Publix here, okay? So putting that nice barbecue flavors to it. Some things that you can mix up a little bit is you could switch this for maybe a more traditional mustard glaze. And Kakalaki Gold is another sauce that we use that could make a really good sauce for this. A lot of people will mix some brown sugar, their favorite bourbon, along with their favorite barbecue sauce in equal parts, 1/3, 1/3. Heat that up into a glaze and pour that over the top. However you want to do that, that makes a great way to cook it. But you got a lot of options. So if you have questions, drop them down here below. But here's what I want to challenge you. I know I started this video because my buddy Matt Sherman from the Bearded Bear Barbecue had some questions, so I'm going to challenge him. Matt, I want to see what you do with this thing. Anybody else who's going to double smoke and glaze their hams this week, I want to see some pictures, how you can share it with your family, how you can share it with others, even while staying apart. So any questions, we're here for you. The doctor is in, as we say. Check us out. We're Rescue Man Barbecue here in Summerville, South Carolina. Normally we're teaching classes in person, but we're keeping our distance. We're going to be going live on YouTube for a brunch class here coming up, and we'd love to get your interaction for those things. So we'll give you the details on that. Stay tuned. If you have questions, you need some of this product, if you're here in Summerville, we'll door drop it to you. Certainly order it online or pick it up from our buddies at the Coastal Cupboard, because they're essential. Listen, man, if you have questions, reach out. I'm here to help. That's my motto this week. I hope this helped you. Let's help some other people. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.